Well, good morning. Meteorologist Nick Johnston here, coming to you live on Facebook and on YouTube from the New School Center for Media in Albany. All right. Kevin Connolly is watching, though I'm told sometimes that's his wife, Christine, just using his account. Good morning. Lori Muckle-Sheeran, good morning. Hope everybody made it through yesterday okay. There was some pretty nasty weather. Parts of the region got blasted. It looked like areas south of Albany would take the biggest hit, and they did. In fact, there were even a couple of fatalities reported downstate, if I remember hearing correctly, from trees that came down. So very nasty storms. There was briefly a tornado watch that was issued for including the capital region. Thankfully, that got dropped for the capital region fairly quickly. But areas further south and into parts of New England, parts of the Berkshires, and parts of Connecticut really did get hit very hard by yesterday's storms. I'll show you some of the storm reports from yesterday, and you'll really get a clear picture of the path of destruction, as it were. But this morning, Rhonda Reagan, good morning. Judy Guthrie, good morning. Judith Diane, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, too. Today we have a much nicer day, a quieter day. Today and tomorrow should be generally problem-free, with one exception. This morning, we're waking up with some areas seeing some pretty dense fog. I mean, thick fog. Might impact travel in spots, causing some slowdowns, some of the highways, because in some areas it really is like pea soup, I believe is the expression. But first, I want to briefly mention here, today's weather is sponsored by, so if you haven't checked them out, you can do so on Facebook. I do have a nice little kind of mini commercial that I created for them. That's up there as well. Emily Stalker, good morning. Frank Apple, thank you, Nick. Well, thank you, Frank, for tuning in. Robert Rhodes, hello. Little hand-waving emoji. Hey, today's weather looks really nice. We start this morning partly sunny, but we got to clear the fog first. It is dense out there in some areas. Thick fog. Comfortably cool morning. In fact, some parts of the Adirondacks are waking up in the 30s. Now, most of us are either in the 40s or already into the 50s. Today will warm steadily, especially once we clear out the fog this morning. Winds are going to stay light and variable. Wind speeds today should be at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, but not bad. Barely enough to notice right now. For most of the day, those winds should stay very, very light. That's always nice. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds once we clear this fog and low cloud cover that is in spots this morning. But I'll show you a couple of webcams. Oh, stick around for the webcams. There's some neat shots. You always get some pretty interesting pictures when you get that fog. And again, I've got a couple of webcam images that are above the fog line. And you can see what the skies look like once we clear the fog. Temperatures rise through the 50s, 60s, and into the low 70s. Upper 60s in some of the hill towns, low 70s for most of the valleys, with a mix of sun and clouds and light winds. That's beautiful. And technically, yes, it is just a little bit above average for this time of the year. Pretty nice. And not as muggy as it was at times yesterday. Bill Becker, good morning. Ruth Keller, good morning. All right. So yeah, I did want to mention that today's dew point rising to near 50. Yesterday, dew points crept up into the near 60, low 60s, even a few spots got the mid 60s. That's muggy. Today will not be humid. In fact, it should be very comfortable, with a dew point staying in the 50s today. In fact, probably close to 50 for most of the day. That is really nice. So that's something else to look forward to for today. Here's what is normal. High of 70. We'll be close to that, but I think most of the valleys, Hudson Valley, Capital Region, will make it to 71, 72. Just a touch above average. Normal low 47. Some of us are above that. Some places are below that this morning. All depends on how much cloud cover you saw overnight. Where it's clearer, they are a little bit cooler. Record high set back in 1991 was 89 degrees, record low of 33. Yesterday, officially in Albany, registered 0.15 inches of rain. At times, it was coming down heavy. Didn't register all that much in Albany, but other parts of the region did see a lot more than that. And again, While the capital region got off fairly easy, there were some wind gusts. Other areas did not get off easy yesterday. And unlike last time, where it was mostly the northern areas that got hit the hardest, this time it was areas to the south that took the worst beating with those storms. Record rainfall for today, 1.34 inches. And yes, back in 2012, we did register a trace of snow on today's date. Yeah, that's still not out of the question this time of the year, but there is no sign of anything like that anytime soon. In fact, most of the next several days look pretty nice. There will be some more showers as we get a little closer to the weekend, but overall today and tomorrow look great. They won't be the only nice days we see. All right. So let me take you to the webcams right now, because it's a pretty neat morning with the fog. Starting off with Cobleskill, where, yep, a little tough to make out what's going on here. The reservoir is somewhere down there in the murk, but you can't see it. Visibility pretty low here, and you can imagine then how this might impact travel. Yeah, if you were out on the highway right now and you were seeing this kind of dense fog, you'd really need to slow it down, leave a lot of extra space between you and that car in front of you. This is what Hessville, New York, looks like right now. Similar looking picture. It's kind of a neat shot. You know, fog is always very pretty, provided you can see anything at all. This is what My Long Lake looks like. I keep saying My Long Lake. It's just Long Lake, New York, but the webcam is called My Long Lake. There's a whole website associated with it if you do want to check it out. And you might want to check it out this morning. It's mylonglake.com. And I'll tell you why you might want to check that out this morning, because check out this shot. Woohoo! Yeah. Morning. So the point here is, once you get above the fog, aside from getting a beautiful postcard-like image, you got a lot of blue sky and sunshine to enjoy. Now, skies might not be this bright all day. The skies will be mixed. At times it might be a little cloudy. At other times it'll be looking like this. But in general, today we should get some nice periods of sunshine. And overall, it is going to be a very pleasant day today. Wow. Love it. Just beautiful. All right. Jules Ann, good morning. Kathy Onchman. Hope I got that right, Kathy. Good morning. Have a nice day. Michelle Skepkowski. Good morning there, Nick. Moving along, this is Platkill, where there's not apparently much fog. Pretty clear looking image here. Also, not a lot of fog up at Lake Placid, where it's looking clear and already very pleasant. Here is the top of Whiteface Mountain, where there also doesn't appear to be much fog. But it is pretty dense in some spots. Be mindful of that. Nice and sunny here at the summit of Whiteface here at the airport, where the fog has lifted, at least here at the airport, but you can still see a lot of low cloud cover. All right. Let me quickly show you mid to later afternoon. We actually got some clearing, and we are expected to stay dry. All right, let me show you the temperature right now, because there's a bit of a mid-50s further south, including parts of the capital region. Schenectady about 54, Albany about 54 degrees, 54, 55. But look at this, temperatures in the 40s as you head further north. And yeah, there are still some 30s showing up in the Adirondacks, even though it's a nice sunny morning. Those temperatures will be rising quickly under that mostly sunny sky. And it's going to end up being a very pleasant day across the region. Again, with the light winds, you should be able to really enjoy those fairly seasonable temperatures that we do see develop as we head through the day today. Really, we got a nice one ahead today. Get outside and take advantage. As again, yesterday, you might not have had that chance, or at least you might have had to, say, run to and from your car. Jeffrey Vega, good morning. Mary Bender, good morning. You also have a great day. Walter Wood, hi, Nick. Well, hi, Walter. All right, here's the watches and warnings map. Now, this is a special weather statement that's been posted. It's not a watch, it's not a warning, it's not an advisory, but it's just something that the National Weather Service wants people to be aware of this morning. So let me pull it up. And it is for that patchy, dense fog, expected through 9 a.m. or so. Beyond that, it should be clearing up. Some places are already in the clear. But patchy, dense fog will persist across portions of the southwest Adirondacks, the Mohawk and Hudson River valleys, eastern Catskills, Schoharie Valley, Taconics, and adjacent portions of western New England through around 9 a.m. or so. So in the next couple of hours, that fog should gradually lift and clear. And after that, again, skies should be partly to maybe mostly sunny in spots. We'll see some cloud cover stick around for the afternoon, but we should enjoy lots of nice sun, at least at times, as we head through the day today. And overall, yeah, today looks great. Just got to get rid of that fog this morning. All right. Here's the surface map. And yes, it is that frontal boundary to our south that caused the threat for severe weather we saw yesterday. And that threat did manifest in spots, at least, especially downstate, across parts of Pennsylvania. They got really hit hard, portions of central and southern New York, and into parts of New England, where there was also a number of reports of, some reports of large hail in some spots, some reports of damaging winds, and yes, there were a couple of reported tornado warnings. Now, today, things have really quieted down. Still some showers left to the south, but we should be staying generally in the clear with just a mix of clouds and sun as we head through the day today. High pressure is taking control of our weather, while they're left with still some showers a bit further south. All right. Tracy Palmer, good morning. Eileen Darling, good morning. You also enjoy your day. So here's a look at the map of the storm reports from yesterday. Check it out. Here, let me make that a little bigger so you can see it. There you go. Yeah, all of those blue dots indicating reports of wind damage. The green dots you see indicating hail reports. Now, I'll zoom in on this map for you and show you even closer so you can kind of see where the reports were. Here you go. On an actual map where you can see things. Yeah, so generally, most of the action was south of Albany. There were some wind report damage in parts of the Berkshires. There were a number of reports of hail down near Newburgh and Poughkeepsie. Look at that cluster of reports of wind damage. Now, over near the border with Pennsylvania, there was a report of a tornado. I'll zoom in even a little closer on this so we can see where the reports of hail were. Near Saugerties there. Near Catskill, just east of Catskill there was a number of reports of large hail. That reported tornado just south of Bethel, New York. And over near Wappingers Falls, near Newburgh, that's where there was, look at this, just a string. This was likely one storm cell that was just laying down damaging wind gusts in a line right there. Nasty stuff. A lot of trees down in some of those areas. Might still be a few people in the dark this morning due to some power outages from those trees coming down. But again, now today and tomorrow, the weather should be much quieter. So if there is cleanup that needs to be done, the weather should not slow that down. Emily Stalker, I see there was a tsunami in New Jersey. Can you confirm? I'll have to take a look at that, Emily. I have not heard anything about that. Tara Lee Burns, the hail busted 2 skylights on my house. Oh no, Tara, I'm sorry to hear that. Yikes. Yeah, boy, so you must have got hit hard there. Wow. Yeah, that's the threat with that large hail. But thankfully, I'm glad it didn't. Did it come through and do any damage? I hope not. Well, hopefully no one was injured there, Tara. Nasty. All right, let me get back to the forecast here, where today, clouds and sun, very pleasant, 72 degrees. Winds light and variable. Tonight, Partly to mostly cloudy. Most areas, though, do stay dry. Mild, 54. Again, there might be a few areas that see a little bit of fog develop. Then tomorrow, clearing. We might start the day with some cloud cover, but the afternoon should become mostly sunny tomorrow. Look at that high, 78. It is possible. Some of us could hit 80 tomorrow. Either way, upper 70s, beautiful day. Winds will stay light out of the north and west, only about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow looks great. Another nice day to be outdoors. And then it does look like we'll cool off a little bit. Kevin Conley says A through Z Builders and Remodelers LLC can help her out. Nice, Kevin. Like the plug. Hey, here's the 7-day forecast. So today and tomorrow look terrific. Very pleasant for this time of the year. Neither day looks to feature high humidity. So if you do need to get some work done, good weather for that. Gardening, remodeling. 66 then on Friday, a cooler day, mostly cloudy, with a few isolated showers. Not a washout, but there will probably be a stray shower or two in spots on Friday with mostly cloudy skies. And a high only 66 degrees. Winds don't look to be a big deal over the next several days. Winds look to stay relatively light. Into the weekend now, where Saturday's high, look at that, only about 60. Reminds me a little bit of what we saw last weekend. But this time, Sunday will be a bit warmer, but it will feature a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday. I don't think either day will be a complete washout, but Saturday, yeah, it's going to be a bit gloomy, a bit damp at times, maybe some periods of light rain as we head through the day. On Saturday with that high, yeah, upper 50s, low 60s, well below normal for this time of the year. However, Sunday, we actually bounced back above normal, 74. Nice looking day on Sunday. Monday, there might be a shower in the morning, but most of Monday will probably be dry, 72 degrees. Tuesday looks great, back to 74. Nice, pretty quiet looking 7-day forecast. Something for everybody. The gardens still need that periodic rain, and we will be getting it. But in the meantime, we've got a couple of really nice looking days ahead. Great. Hey, thanks for joining me here. Tracy Carney, good morning. See you at work. Yes, good morning, Tracy. I'm about to head over in that direction right now. Thanks for everybody for joining me here on Facebook Live or on YouTube. Not many people on YouTube, but that is an option. Hope your work week is going well. Hope you didn't see too much damage from those storms yesterday. And if you did, I hope you're able to do some cleanup today. Hope nobody was injured. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.